All right, once again, I want to say welcome to your Creative TV. Join us as we travel through 3 unforgettable states: Montana, South Dakota, Colorado. With that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Here we go. After driving through a brutal snowstorm with temperatures dropping to just 7 degrees, we finally made it safely into God's country, Montana. The mountains were covered in fresh snow, the roads were icy, and every mile felt like a battle against a storm. But despite the freezing temperatures and the dangerous conditions, we pushed forward toward one of America's greatest natural wonders, Yellowstone National Park, through the north entrance. What we discovered was both beautiful and disappointing at the same time. The storm has shut everything down. Nearly 95% of Yellowstone was closed due to the heavy snow. Most of the roads were blocked off, visitor centers were shut down, stores were closed, and many of the scenic routes leading to the famous attractions were completely inaccessible. The park felt quiet, isolated, and frozen in time. At first, it was hard not to feel disappointed. We traveled all this way hoping to experience everything Yellowstone had to offer, only to find nature reminding us that it makes the rules, but somehow that's what made the experience unforgettable. The snow-covered landscapes, the silence of the park, and the sight of wildlife surviving in the harsh conditions gave Yellowstone a completely different kind of beauty. It wasn't the crowded tourist version most people normally see. It was raw, wild, cold, and real. Even with most of the park closed, standing there surrounded by the snow covered the mountains and the untouched wilderness felt like stepping into another world. Sometimes the journey itself, the storm, the struggle, and the unexpected moments becomes a real story worth telling. After spending a few unforgettable days in God's country, Montana and Yellowstone National Park, we continued our journey into the great state of South Dakota, where beauty seemed to surround us everywhere we turned. From the open highway to the towering rock formation and the endless wildlife, every mile felt like another chapter in an incredible adventure. The cabin stay alone made the trip worthwhile. Tucked away just a couple miles from Keystone, Mount Rushmore, and the legendary Needles Highway. It felt like we were living right in the heart of nature and history. Waking up to the cold mountain air, peaceful surroundings, gave the trip a feeling that can't be explained, only experienced. Seeing Mount Rushmore in person was truly out of this world. Standing beneath the massive faces of the 4 founding fathers felt surreal, as if history itself was staring down from the mountain. Pictures and videos can never fully capture the scale and the presence of this American landmark. It is one of those places that instantly makes you stop and appreciate the greatness of what was created. Then there was the Falls Park in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. The rushing waterfalls, surrounded by rock formation, and the city lights made it feel like stepping into another world entirely. The sound of the water crashing through the falls brought a sense of peace that's hard to describe. And of course, we had to stop at Dignity, Earth and Sky. Standing tall above the Missouri River, the statue was both powerful and peaceful at the same time. A beautiful reminder of culture, strength, and the spirit of the land. But if there's one road that truly left us speechless, it was the Needles Highway. There's simply no other highway that compares to it. The narrow tunnels, sharp curves, towering granite formation, and breathtaking views made every second of the drive feel cinematic. Around every turn was another unforgettable sight waiting to be discovered. The wildlife throughout South Dakota was incredible. Seeing massive bisons roaming freely, deers crossing through the forest, wild burros walking right up to the vehicle, and so many other animals in the natural environment made the experience feel raw and alive. It felt like nature was welcoming us into its world. And then there was the Badlands National Park. No words can truly explain the beauty of the Badlands. The endless layers of rock formation, the deep canyons, the dramatic landscapes looked like something from another planet. Standing there, taking it all in, you can't help but feel the power of God's creation. Every direction you looked was absolutely breathtaking, and the kind of beauty that leaves you speechless and reminds you just how incredible this world really is.
Lost track of the forest through the trees, forgot what I was chasing. Spent so many nights living out at sea that my heart is gone vacant. And everybody who was close to me all stayed on dry land. So now I'm driving back on Interstate West, I just gotta feel something. Not gonna wait till the morning, because something's gonna change my mind. I don't wanna change my mind. Oh, I wanna stay right here, chilling with my friends for another year. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life. Oh, come on, turn your hate into poetry, pain into power, enemies to friends and your minutes into hours. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life, for the good life. Send my best friend an apologetic text, he says to come over. Well, the whole damn town has been waiting for the day when you would come back here. There was dancing and talking and steaks on the grill, and I think that I will be alright. And my ex from high school still looks just the same as she did back in 2009. Not gonna wait till the morning, let's never put the night on ice. Never put the night on ice. Oh, I wanna stay right here, chilling with my friends for another year. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life. Oh, come on, turn your hate into poetry, pain into power, enemies
nature's play, capturing moments every single day. Wolves howling at the moonlit night, with a camera in hand, everything's in sight. Nature's canvas, so much to see. Every frame a masterpiece. Wild and free, creative TV. Let the wild run free from the parks to the mountains. Come and see. Every snap brings the magic alive. With nature's wonders, we all arrive. Bears up high and fishing streams, deer in the meadows chasing our dreams. Elks reign majestic, roaming across the land, their beauty captured with a steady hand. Stay back from bison, they're big and bold, but their stories need telling. Let them unfold. Creative TV. Let the wild run free from the parks to the mountains. Come and see. Every snap brings a magic alive. With nature's wonders, we arrive. In every moment, adventure awaits. So let's capture it all before it's too late.
All right, so we finally made it to Ouray, Colorado, and we're going to be taking a drive up the $1 Million Highway. Driving from Ouray to Silverton along the $1 Million Highway was one of the most intense drives I've ever experienced. I used the whole road, including the other side. It was the month of April, and there were barely any tourists on the road. Snow still covered parts of the mountains. The air was cold. The highway felt almost isolated as we climbed higher into the Colorado wilderness. To be honest, I was nervous. Some of the turns were so sharp and narrow that I found myself using both lanes at times just to feel safer navigating the cliffs. One wrong move on this highway, the $1 Million Highway, feels like it could change everything. There are no guardrails. In many sections, just steep drop-offs and endless mountain views that are both beautiful and terrifying at the same time. But somewhere between the fear and adrenaline, the drive became unforgettable. Waterfalls poured down the mountainside, snow rested on the peaks, and every curve revealed another breathtaking view that looked straight out of a movie scene. In a minute, you'll see a bighorn sheep come right down in front of me. I was like, whoa. The silence of the mountains mixed with sounds of the engine made the entire experience feel like raw cinematic. By the time we reached Silverton, it felt like more than just a road trip. It felt like surviving an experience, one of the most beautiful and dangerous highways in America, a journey I'll never forget. Right here at the end of the town of Ouray is where the $1 Million Highway begins. So sit back, relax, and let's go for a road trip. Here we go.
Every snap brings a magic alive. With nature's wonders, we arrive. In every moment, adventure awaits. So let's capture it all. spirits ignite.
Together we can touch the stars, finding strength in who we are. With every dance, our voices blend. In this love, the magic never ends. From dusk till dawn, we won't back down. Together rising, wearing our crown. Together rising.
In the great state of Colorado, where the skies are blue, chasing dreams on the Cascade, every moment feels brand new. The Rocky Mountains calling, snowflakes dance like a song. With my crew by my side, we can't help but roll along. Oh, the world fades away as the train takes us away. Riding high on the Cascade, feel that winter breeze in the heart of the Rockies. We live wild and free, chasing sunsets and dreams. Let the good times rain. Life's a perfect adventure on the Cascade train. Through the valleys and the ridges, feel the engines whine. Snow-covered peaks around us, a truly wondrous sight. Every twist on the tracks is like a sweet serenade. Life's a beautiful journey in nature's grand parade. Hold on tight, let's ride with the mountains as our guide. Riding high on the Cascades, feel that winter breeze in the heart of the Rockies. We live wild and free, chasing sunsets and dreams. Let the good times rain. Life's a perfect adventure on the Cascade train. So here's to the journey, the friendship, the thrill. In Colorado's embrace, we'll always find our way.
After surviving the winding cliffs and breathtaking drop-offs of the $1 Million Highway, we finally made it into the old mining town of Silverton, nestled deep in the San Juan Mountains. Silverton felt like stepping back into the Old West, a place frozen in time where history, nature, and adventure all comes together. Surrounded by towering snow-covered peaks and rugged mountain landscapes, the town carried a peaceful atmosphere that instantly slowed everything down. The old wooden buildings, historic storefronts, and mining town charm made it feel like the spirit of the Wild West was still alive. Everywhere you looked, there was another postcard, worthy view waiting to be captured. Silverton may be small, but the beauty surrounding it is massive. The mountains seem endless, waterfalls pour down the cliffs, and the crisp mountain air reminds you just how far you are from the noise of everyday life. After the intense drive through the $1 Million Highway, arriving in Silverton almost felt like reaching a hidden mountain sanctuary. What makes Silverton so special is that it is more than just a town. It's an experience. The history of the old mining days can still be felt in the streets, while the outdoor beauty surrounding the area makes it a paradise for explorers, photographers, and adventure seekers. Whether it is a scenic mountain view, the off-road trails, the rushing rivers, or simply walking through the town, taking the Old West atmosphere, Silverton leaves a lasting impression on everyone who visits the town.